But you group chat, what do you do to boost your confidence to take a specific?
No, I haven't seen them walk around their backyard.
Oh, that's
Corey, that crazy lady. I know Corey. I know Corey, and I'm waving at you. I don't know who you are. Hi, Star.
I've been thinking about you.
20-year-old daughter. I was like, what? Her new job in Seattle. Corey.
I even
Age define.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my return
Right.
and such a minus. And then later on, after he leaves, I find out.
All right, let's get the party started with our question for today. What do you do to boost your confidence to take a specific action? What do you do? How do you pump yourself up? You listen to Eye of the Tiger?
Oh, that is a good tune. It depends
Music
on
can move it
music
for
can
me.
help.
Yeah, but that song in particular is very 1970s.
It depends on what it is you've got to go face. Sometimes prayer,
Yeah.
sometimes it is just a song, sometimes you have to call a friend.
Yeah.
It depends on the
What
friend.
does the action need? Does it need physical movement forward? Does it need an intellectual choice? Does it need a
Spiritual intervention. Yeah, so it depends.
Yeah, different levers for it. Got it. Anyone else? How you doing, Kai?
Boost your confidence to take a specific action.
What else you got?
I do have a video of us on our way to a listing appointment several years ago, singing a Cheryl Lynn song, To Be Real. And we were like getting ourselves all pumped up for the listing appointment. So
We did. Oh my God, I want that.
Let's do it.
Let's put that on our social media.
Just listen to just watch the video.
yeah,
Seeing yourself pumped up.
yeah.
Pumps you
Pumps
up.
you up. All right. Anybody else? Shares? Anybody? Anybody more subtle pump ups? No, nothing.
The morning
I
call.
think
The morning call.
Good morning, Cole.
Ah,
Excellent. That's a good start today.
I think just making yourself be prepared. I think that's going to give you confidence because you're not going to feel as nervous because you're
Sure.
prepared for that meeting, whatever that task may be.
So having the information and support materials to
Just making sure that you're
forward.
prepared for whatever that task may be. You know, you're not, doing it by the fly, and just making sure you're not winging it, right? Because even though no matter how long you've been at this, no matter how many times you've had that same conversation, you still have to get your mindset prepared. You still have to have the data to support your recommendations. You have to have everything prepared so that when you walk in, you know what you're going to say. You already prepared all of the pushback that the clients would have,
Sure.
right? And so, I think the best way is, for me, my confidence comes from knowing that I came into the meeting or came into that task as prepared as I could possibly have been.
Excellent. Yeah. Doing the work, doing the legwork. I love it. Excellent, excellent. Anybody else? All right, that was a good one, Christina. Thank you. Ba-ba-dee-bee-bum. All right, what do we got? We got KW happenings. It looks like this is not working at all. Oh, no, it's working. Okay, but it's not going back. Hey, Corey, you're next. Did I get everything? No. All right, so, guys, there is a barrage of education coming up. Key car forums update, and we're having one this Friday, 9:30 to 12:30. It's at the Hollywood Hills office. It's also on Zoom. Jeff Curtis is going to be running it. If any of you know Jeff Curtis, he's been around for 1,000 years. He's a broker downtown and some other offices, and he'll be teaching it. And I would say you want to take it from as many different sources as possible. You want to hear the conversation from as many different points of delivery as possible over and over again, because there's the technical side of it, and then there's the practical side of it. How's it play out in real life? What do those conversations look like? How do I get in front of this, any objections and so on and so forth. So it's exciting. Change is exciting. Change is progress. Is, accepting, right, John?
Yes, although I would say the one that I sat in on that Rich did, the amount of whining from the agents, the
Yeah.
amount of negativity.
Yeah,
It
ridiculous.
was the
The first one or the second one?
I don't know, the one
The
where
one last week.
there was some old guy on there.
Yeah, Dave. His name was Dave.
Dave something or other, not just awful.
There's a lot of people named Dave.
To the point that we guys were like, don't take that one, take the car one, because it's down to the point, it's all business. There's no whining, it's just, presented in a straightforward way, and I'm looking for some ground rules. Okay, you can ask questions, but no negativity, no whining. Like, it's so counterproductive.
It doesn't
It's so
change
counterproductive.
the realities of anything, right?
Well, what buyer's gonna sit still for, it's like, really, that's not what we're here to talk
Obviously
about.
not yours.
You're not-
Yeah. You need to go find listings,
You
sir.
guys, we've been so like,
Moving on.
Change your job, yeah.
You gotta-
No, it
I
was
mean,
ridiculous.
simplifying it or being made, I just think you just can't put it in the MLS. It should not change. It should be, just a communication with a text or a call. And a prime example for us, we had an open house last Tuesday in the Flats, Beverly Hills. We had 180 agents through it. The seller was not offering any fee to the buyer's agent. We had not one call. I mean, that's how,
Yeah, but Andrew, it's
You have to
changed.
offer something.
No, it's changed. You cannot offer anything. And this is where there's a difference between a few weeks ago and last week. The seller is no longer allowed to offer a buyer's agent commission. It has to be written into the RPA. So it's not a question of is your seller offering, because there's no legal binding, there's no way to legally bind them to that. It's basically the conversation with the seller, to me, is, are you open to the request? That's all it is.
Yeah. And this is all oversimplification.
And normalize
Right?
it.
Yeah.
And there's a path, there's a way.
We talked about,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't want to just derail it.
how do you normalize this? Like,
Yes.
the less big deal you make of it, and the more normally we treat it, the more likely people are to be on board with it, and to just get with the program, right?
Yeah.
So it's the making a big deal out of it,
Yep.
that scares the hell out of
Yep.
everybody. So if you just treat it like business as usual, and you say, how we're able to put it under concessions as opposed to commission, everybody's gonna get that. You just have the normal conversation with your seller. Yes, why in the world would you throw up a roadblock to people showing your house, 180 people, no offers, nobody coming back? Like, why wouldn't you just be forthcoming and say, net is net is net, and you get there? You can take 2.5 off the top, or you can give 2.5 on the side, but that's the same at the end of the day. So what are we going on about?
Right. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
whose closing statement does it go on. That's all it is.
Right, and for agents who are looking at properties with clients that are interested in, just because the seller has not indicated what the potential concession might be, doesn't mean you can't write it into the RPA.
Right.
That's our responsibility to take that step, not to just disappear from a property that might be great because you don't know what the seller's gonna do.
But from an attraction of buyers perspective, which
That's-
God knows is everything in the
Yeah.
moment, like we got things just sitting on the market hanging out, I mean, it's an odd time. But why in the world would you put an impediment to buyers seeing your property, buyer agent showing your property? Why would you do that, other than just being obstinate? So it's gonna come down to having a savvy enough agent that can have an important enough conversation that says, look, here's the deal.
My goal is to sell your house for the highest price in the shortest amount of time.
With the
with
least amount of
hassle.
hassle, yeah.
And at the end of the
Still,
day, you're
So
not
that you
selling
net the
something.
most, and it's all about, so you net the most amount of money. In fact, I had the opposite, Andrew. I have 2 sellers now that are scared they can't offer it. And I'm like,
They can offer
don't
a
worry
buyer's
about it.
consideration.
They're gonna call and say, is
A
your
buyer's
seller willing to give, say, hey, the buyer's
concession.
broker? And I say,
Yeah.
absolutely, please write it. in the
Buyer's
offer.
concession.
That's
It's
it.
just calling it a different thing.
Absolutely. Hey, look at Corey, just started real estate a week ago. He doesn't know.
She's like, what we are talking about?
He's
Sandra.
gonna do more business than
Exactly.
Right.
Dating. He's gonna do more business than dating, for sure.
Don't point at me, I'm not Dave.
Andrew wants to say.
Corey, you just push those dinosaurs out of the way and do your
Exactly. We got it.
Well, I have a follow-up question to Charlotte.
But wait, I don't want to relitigate this whole question. You can say that.
One more question Andrew never gets to ask.
Okay.
Go, Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Charlotte said her seller is willing, but is it in writing? I mean.
There is nothing your seller can put in writing that will legally bind them.
They could put a buyer's
They-
concession.
No, they cannot. They can put the buyer's concession. It is not legally binding. They can change their mind.
Yes.
It's there saying
Sure.
indication that you will do
The whole
it.
point is to make it clear to people coming that at the right
Thanks,
price.
Reagan, for that.
Our client will absolutely pay
Thank you.
a concession
Yeah.
to the buyer's agent.
Yep, it's just a
That
conceptual
has to be
thing.
publicized.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got to publicize it. It can be on your website, it can be the MLS.
It could be anywhere but the MLS.
It's just the
It can
legal
be
part
in
of it.
It can be in other parts of the MLS. It cannot be written as
Right.
commission. in the MLS.
'Cause
It could
there's
be
no
written as,
place to put
the
that.
seller is willing to give a buyer's concession.
Yeah, we just had a meeting with the MLS this week. The MLS will allow it either as a percentage or as a dollar amount, as of today.
Okay,
as
there you
of
go.
4 days ago, last Friday. And it will begin on August 17th with our MLS.
Beautiful. All right.
And that is
More to come.
law, correct?
Yeah.
It can be placed in remarks.
At
It
the
can be placed-
MLS.
There's a concessions field in the MLS.
Oh, there's a concession
Rich,
field.
we can have it in our meeting.
Yep. All right, let's go. All right.
Website.
Oh, I can't get there.
This was good and this was important.
Sure, it's
And
always
the-
important. It's not about important or not. It's about.
Yeah.
to
1 hour.
engage you.
Yay, Corey! I learned something new. Yay,
Welcome, welcome.
It's about the future. It's not about the past. There you go. Welcome, Corey.
Welcome, Corey.
Me? I'm just.
Look, let's box it out, let's box it out.
I thought this was a great concept, and Jeff, of course, making it work. East Coast versus West Coast. Matt Leva, multi-million-dollar luxury team builders face off in a 1-hour real estate rumble on the good,
That's hilarious.
bad, and ugly truths about real estate groups, teams, right? And that is at KW Beverly Hills. Everybody is welcome. There is a Evite that will get sent out with it. That's on the 25th from 2 to 3. Jeff said everybody come. I can't imagine how he's going to take it, keep it to an hour, but I'll go for that, right? It'll be fun. I'll be there. Yeah, I gotta see.
There'll be a
I gotta see how
TKO.
that plays out. Do you know Matt Lavia? Whatever his name is. You know where he's from? Okay. All right. We'll get to that. Morning show. It's a fan favorite. It's a great way to start your day and an inspiration. Helps you find the motivation. Scott Leroy has Nurture Your Database with email campaigns. You choose on the 12th, Command Overview.
It already happened.
New Teams website overview on the 16th, and Smart Plans overview on the 17th.
That already.
Mentee group, no Samantha today, but I'll be there, 12:30 to 1:30. And what did we see yesterday? I went out with Gabriel and E, both of which were in here, but there were some interesting things out. It was a little tattered yesterday. There was the Loveland car did, he just had, it was a perfect example of
Lunch.
of lunch.
Yeah.
Well, but goals. Lunch is an oversimplification. You go for, agents will go there just for lunch. They don't have a client. It's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful lunch. But then they take it back to the hive, right? And who knows, in an office meeting like this, someone says, hey, I'm looking for this, that, and the other thing. They say, oh, do you see Loveland Gardens property? Which I know happens because they experience it at such a high level that they take that information with them, right?
Yeah.
It sinks in.
No,
You know, you
they're
got the-
always,
you
their
got the
first
vanilla
broker's
cheese
open whenever I can
sandwich,
make it, I make
you got
it.
the meat pies. It was your it was your ookie kooky spooky guy The house that I'm talking about is the guy who decorates, and he's gonna create the museum for the Oogie Street.
Oh, you're kidding, Beth and Rich are selling?
Yeah,
It's, yeah, the guy who did.
Corel or,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
I
his
have
last
to
name?
ask her.
Purcell?
Correll, it's Beth and Rich Correll, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they
Yeah.
were selling. I wonder where they're going.
Yeah, it's a funny little experience because it's such a traditional house inside. They keep it. It's almost like a TV set. The level of like traditional furniture and such, and then he's got like his little. It's what a 15-year-old boy would buy when he has a ton of money, right? He bought a house just like the one he grew up in, and he keeps it just like he grew up in, and then he has these rooms with stuff with kooky stuff, drums.
I've never seen it outside of Halloween.
Drums and he doesn't have that much in the house. It's just in like 1 or 2 rooms. Yeah, but yeah, it's what a 15-year-old does with.
That would be
millions and
such a
millions of
bummer
dollars.
though. Like, will it be part of the contract that whoever buys it has to have a big Halloween thing?
He's gonna take that all with him. Sorry to say.
That was like.
All right, fire coaching Mondays, Beverly Hills, 10 a.m. and Fridays at Hollywood Hills at 10 a.m. And on Zoom, let's not forget. Also, tool in your toolkit. KW Investment Network is a great way to start a conversation with a potential client, right? One of the amenities that you can offer them, one of the menu items. We have 2 closed deals from them in the last month. Bold is coming to LA, and that is August 8th. And I would encourage everyone in this room and everyone on Zoom to take the free Bold class on August 8th. Let the Bold teacher do the heavy lifting on this. I will do whatever I can to make it accessible for you. I know $7.99 is a lot of money, but it's not. It's an investment in your business. I believe that this will get you a great return on your investment. Okay, and so for that, there's 2 different payment plans. You pay, and I reimburse you 50% of the cost.
No, 100% if you pay.
If they pay.
Yeah, you
If you
reimburse.
pay, I will reimburse you 50% of what you pay in your first year. Okay? I will pay you, what is that, $400 you'll get back. It will cost you $400 to go. If I pay for you, you need me to pay for you, you reimburse me 100%
Okay,
in the next 2 years, right? So
it's a good deal.
Hmm?
It's a really
Right.
it's the best I can
It's a
do.
win-win.
It makes it easy for everybody, right? And it's a no-brainer return on investment.
So for the new agents, if you just want to say briefly what it is, they might not know.
Bold is an Uber. It's 7 weeks, 7 classes. It's an Uber business building, lead generation environment all day. It's a 6-hour class each day, and you are surrounded by productive agents at doing productive activities. What else? What did I miss? Rachel took it her first time.
That's it.
And it was.
It was great.
It was a great
It
experience.
was great. It was intense.
Yeah.
It makes you do things you're not comfortable doing. That's the whole point.
Right. That's what's stopping us from getting what we want, right? If we didn't have any problem doing the activities necessary to get the return on investment, then we would need both,
Right.
but we need it. And I highly recommend it. If you have any questions, come and talk to me or any people who's taken Bold in here, right? Okay.
multiple times.
Multiple times.
And it doesn't, I mean, I've taken Bold like what, 3 times, I think, maybe, or 4? But every single time it's different. Every single time you get something new out of it. And if you're not obviously doing it with the same speaker, then you're gonna get something out of it. And Bold is basically, it's like it forces you to do things that you don't want to do. that we're very uncomfortable with, which is like the cold calling, and not cold calling, but calling to your database and, touching your database in a very aggressive manner that you usually may not do. And I feel that it does definitely get you out, even for a seasoned agent, it gets you out of that comfort zone, and it helps. That's the reason why we all do it multiple times. I've met people that have done bold like on their 12th time, and they're very successful and still attend to do that
You're different
because
every time.
I am different every time. I do get something out of it every single time, and I do restructure certain systems of my business because of that. And I get that in return. So
And we all get busy and forget the basic of what we need to do, so it's a good reminder.
Absolutely.
of-
And isn't he doing 2 warm-ups prior to that? There's something, the text I got this morning, isn't that the same guy, Coach David?
David Johnson, David Jones.
David Jones.
Yeah.
So there's something tomorrow morning?
It's probably just a little pump up for it. It's probably like a bold, it's something.
There are
Yeah.
there are 2 of those before the 8th. There's one this week and there's one next week.
Yeah, it's just to get people to sign up for the first step.
So it's nothing, there's no other coaching, there's nothing else going on other than that.
No, I don't believe, I mean, he might give you a nugget or two just to get you excited, right? But sign up right now for, Samantha here, I was gonna say, text out the link to sign up for the first step, right? Go all in, sign up for the first step, right, today.
I think everyone focuses on what the cost is, and what
Yeah.
you gotta
I
understand
just
is
gave
that.
you a plan.
No, but it's an investment. It's an investment into your business. There is nothing for free. You can't do real estate investing nothing into that business.
Yeah.
And what I get frustrated about is people have these expectations of being $1 million agent without investing into that business. And so
I'm investing into your future earnings by saying, I will pay for it up front.
deals don't fly, fall out of the sky, right?
course.
You gotta work for it,
And this is all in
Someone hits you
person,
in the back of the head.
correct? Like
All in person. Yep. Culver City, parkings.
Is that the same place as the
I
Marriott?
think so.
Beverly Hills Community.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills Community Center?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Richard found someplace. Isn't it? Where is that? Okay, core services. Andy, are you with us today?
I am. Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right on a little bit of COVID watch, but other than that, doing all right. What's that?
It's a thing right now. It's several people I know have,
Yeah,
realized that
there was an outbreak at the facility my dad is at. There's been an outbreak, and I was just there, so we'll TBD.
All right.
And he tested positive, so we'll see. Anyway, long story short, I'm sure everybody's paying attention to economics and the Fed and so forth. It looks like September is due for the rate drop, a rate drop. We could see multiple the remaining part of the year. Shelter, we've talked a lot about shelter and the lagging effects of those numbers and data, right? When somebody rents an apartment, for instance, or a house, they don't move in that day. It can be 30 days from the time the lease is signed. It could be 60 days, et cetera. The data lags. Also, when we talk about shelter, we're also talking about lodging away from home. When people typically book places to stay like Airbnbs or hotels, et cetera, those stays are not usually immediate. So the data lags. Q1 data for shelter was 5.6%, and Q2 data for shelter just came in at 4%. It's finally showing signs of catching up. And remember that shelter is 40% of that inflation number. We should really start to see things come down. So all really positive. This week, PCE or personal consumption expenditure info comes out, as well as the jobs revision data. There's always revisions to numbers, always. And usually it is worse than anticipated and worse than what initially comes out. So keep your eyes on that. That's kind of it. I will be live and in person next Thursday, everybody.
Andy, Andy, so you're talking about this rate drop in September. How much of a drop do you anticipate? Is it just a quarter drop? Could we actually see like a half point?
The initial talk is for a quarter, but the Fed's tone and rhetoric is really leaning towards the employment situation, and they're saying that yes, their goal is 2% inflation, but the data indicates that it's headed in that direction. And on a bigger picture, they know that it'll get there, for one. On a bigger picture, though, the unemployment situation is potentially a bigger indicator. And so the thought right now is a 0.25%. We could see additional cuts after that for this year. So keep your eyes on that. And just remember too, that doesn't directly correlate to mortgage rates, but it impacts short-term money, things like credit cards and car loans, et cetera, home equity lines. It impacts all of that. Inflation is what impacts mortgage bonds. So as inflation comes down, we'll see mortgage rates come down. Certainly, we've sort of stabilized this year, and certainly in the last couple of weeks, we saw a little bit more of a break than we'd seen in the past couple of months. So we're on the right train, if you will. So September, and just keep your eyes on the inflation data, the PCE, jobs, et cetera. I know last week I talked about 75 corporations that filed for bankruptcy in June alone. We'll see those numbers for unemployment impacted by those bankruptcies. So that's all I got. I'll see you all next week.
Yay, look forward to it, Andy. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Duncan, are you with us? No, Duncan. And let's go to birthdays. Tomorrow is Brian Murray's birthday. We would.
Wait, Joey, by the way, I am on. I just was on
All
mute.
right, well, we'll get back to you.
Okay.
In search of Brian. Yeah, if you want to come in the afternoon, I'll be here, and we can smother Brian with lots of love.
Oh, let's make him so uncomfortable.
Oh my, I'd love to see his head pop. He's hiding back there. Look at him. So Brian's tomorrow. Speaking of heads popping, oh, she's hiding. Trisha was yesterday.
Yeah.
Make sure you get her with some love. And Pete on the 23rd, Oscar Sanchez on the 23rd also, and Nestor on the 23rd. Big day for birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you all. Good week for closing deals. Annie and Don Lee closed on St. Andrew's Place. Angela Bond on Outpost. Laura Anderson on High Point, congratulations. Pete Bonacore on Germain. Russell Romy and on Molino and the Molino Lofts. Charlotte on Linda Vista, congratulations. Anna Lee on Herrera. Jeffrey Perlman on Midvale, excellent Jeffrey. Also Linda on Don Tomaso.
Joey, where does Angela go? I miss seeing her.
She's out there plugging away. I check in with her. She's closing them up. New escrows. Marisa Tranquilli has one just before she leaves to Africa. She, always gets a deal on East 2nd Street. Josephine McReynolds on Orange Drive. Eileen Lanza on Farrell, and Christina and her friend Doncher on. I pulled it back at the last minute. You're gonna say something, politically incorrect.
He's watching, just letting you know.
That's why I said her friend. Stella Meyer goes a lease on 9th, and the Woodward team on St. Andrews, as well as Dave Young Her on West something.
Nothing.
Yeah. Some close referrals. I love seeing this. Right. Nothing makes me happier than San Clemente for Pete, Ian Cherney, Seattle, Washington, and Rachel in Clawson, Michigan. Where's Clawson?
Outside Detroit.
That's not, it's a suburb of Detroit.
It is.
All right, we have some new listings. Sophia Wolfson has a property in Valencia, her 3-bedroom, 3-bath, plus a loft, 1,936 square feet for $769,000. You want to talk about that a little bit, Sophia?
Yes, it's actually a townhome, quite spacious, 2 levels, attached 2-car garage.
In the townhome?
Yeah. Updated kitchen, fresh paint, flooring, nice private backyard, overlooking the mountains. So if you have anyone, please let me know. I will be open this Saturday and Sunday.
So it looks like a lot of house for
right?
Yes.
$769. Good job. Christina Kim on Whitney Drive in Alhambra has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,779 square feet. Is that not you?
No, it's me. I just don't recognize the picture, but it's fine.
That's been a problem recently.
Yeah, it's a fixer. We'll have our open house this
It
week.
looks too good. is what you're
Right,
saying.
yeah, it's a fixer, but it's like a cosmetic fixer.
Oh,
okay, fine.
He took that picture for me.
Okay, so it's a cosmetic fixer, great pocket corner lot, detached garage. We'll have our open house this Saturday and Sunday. We'll have our brokers next week on Tuesday, one more weekend, and deadline will be probably the following week on Wednesday.
Quite excellent. Question?
No, I was saying,
Oh.
that's so fast.
You skipped one.
Just give Anna and Elise.
Go back one listing.
This doesn't go back. Problem. Annalee has a, did I go more than that?
No.
No, that was the only one.
514 South Harvard. It's a condo. It is 1,183 square feet, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, $565,000. And then there's Paul Yu in Newhall, has on Rainbow Glen, has a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,469 square feet for $645,000. Also Champ and Steve on Alamaden Drive has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet for 1.499, smidge under the 1.5 mark. The Baratine Group has South Bentley. You want to talk about that, John, or Chuck?
Yeah.
Or both?
Townhouse, top floor, this is essentially Sepulveda and Olympic. And good building, pool, top floor, so you get vaulted ceilings in the living room area. You've got two on the main floor, and then upstairs there's the little finished loft space, 3/4 bathtub, and then 2 separate upper level decks, outdoor decks.
Is that an interior view there?
That's
the courtyard?
Yes, yeah, that's the courtyard behind it, the pool down below.
Perfect. Pete Bonacore on Mansfield, saw this yesterday. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,803 square feet for 1.795. That's actually a really good photo of it. It's, I would say, Mike talking out of line, say it's a fixer.
No, he said that last week.
Yeah, right, fixer, yep. But even, I mean, do the math, is pretty good, right? 1,795, you put $500,000 into it, you're 2.3, 2.4, right? And that neighborhood could handle that easily.
Oh, that's a great pocket.
Yeah. Tiffany Chin on Malcolm. Rachel, would you like to,
Sure.
talk to us?
It's a 2-story condo, top floor, and then the main living space is upstairs. The bedrooms are actually downstairs, so it's kind of flipped. Listed at $1,028,000. HOA dues are $734, so they're a little bit higher, but they do include earthquake insurance, fire insurance, including their general insurance, and water is also included. Trash, sewer, yeah, all that stuff, but water is nice because there is laundry in unit. It's just south of like Wilshire and east of Westwood, so it's a little pocket. It's a great first condo. It's pretty much, it's done, but it could be updated.
For that neighborhood.
Get a roommate.
We'll be open on Saturday. I'll be
Excellent.
there 1 to 4. Come see me.
All righty. Lisa's Christina has a lease, on.
Oh, that's
what's
wrong.
that? No?
So it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, okay. So this is the problem. Client only wants 3 people. If I advertise this as a 5-bedroom, I keep getting calls from 5 people. So we've changed it and we put 3-bedroom plus den to eliminate the calls.
Gotcha.
Wow. Or 3 bedrooms and 2, yeah.
2 dens.
I didn't do that, I just put 3-bedroom, 3-bath plus den.
And
Then,
I forget it.
And a bonus room.
Forget it. I didn't get it.
1775 square feet, they're all a little small.
All right, Dave has a very graphically enhanced 5-bedroom, 2-bath also?
Wow.
In East Echo Street. And that's 2,180 square feet with lots of outdoor space for $5,800. Matching umbrella.
Is that Highland Park?
I would say so,
It
yeah.
is.
Anna Lee has another lease, $3,800 for 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,290 square feet on Traction downtown.
That's the Mirror building.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's done a bunch in there. Bea and Laura Anderson have a lease listing on Marvin, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,400. And then there's an income property. Shai Lowenstein has a 6-unit, new construction. I would go out on a limb to say, if this is correct, a 9,384 square foot lot. 4 million, 6 units, and there's 6 4-bedroom, 5 baths.
Wow, what?
Monstrous.
Truly.
Yep. Wow, it looks pretty big.
Eight.
4
Like
million,
800 per unit.
649,000
900 per,
on Craner in North Hollywood.
that sounds,
Pocket listings coming soon. What you got? Anybody?
I've got a duplex. I just found out that we will be able to deliver this fully vacant. We had a long-term tenant in there. So it's off of Centinela by Del Rey. So, and we'll be going live on this probably towards the end of this month when the tenant removes.
It's not on Santinella.
It's on
Oh, it's
Centinela
on Santinella.
in Del Mar.
Is Santinella
Del
busy
Rey.
down there?
Del
In
Rey.
Del Rey?
Yeah, Del
It's
Rey.
busy, is it busier street
It's
down
a
there?
busy street, it for sure. It is gated, it backs into an alley. It's an R3, and so we'll see what the buyers think.
What's the rental rate on them?
They're like so it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath units.
2 1-bedroom, 1-bath.
2 1-bedroom, 1-bath units, and he's getting roughly about like 2,500.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So $5,000, $60,000 a year in gross rents.
Yeah.
And-
So, but the
and what's
people,
asking price?
the asking price on this is $899.
$899. All right, great for first time investing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
clean, or is it need work, or?
The one that the tenant, whether we're removing the long-term tenant, it does need work. She's been there forever. And she's a real estate agent too.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Yeah, I know, the worst,
Doctors are the worst patients.
the worst.
Right? What else you got? Who else has something coming soon? Anybody? John? No?
We've got a duplex on Meadowsbrook coming, that's gonna be about $1.5 million. It'll be vacant, both units will be vacant. Gonna need some work, so there's value add there.
There's upside.
At that 1.5 number, and it would probably lease for around 4,000 in their current condition, 38 as it sit.
And upgraded, it could rent for?
Upgraded probably 555 in that location. We have also got 1628 Sycamore coming, so that's Sycamore at Venice. Small house, probably right at the $1 million mark, 2-1, cute. Ready to go.
Below or above Venice?
Just below Venice, about the fifth house down below Venice.
What was that neighborhood again? That's your old neighborhood, isn't it?
No, this is Venice, east of La Brea.
East of La Brea. Okay, you're east of here. East of Los Angeles.
Yeah, so, but it's cute, super cute little Spanish house.
Excellent.
Are we gonna roll out at $9.99 and it's stacked up, so that will come, it can be shown, but, that's probably coming first week of September, second week of September.
Excellent. All right, anybody else?
Richard and I have our Pasadena listing probably coming second week of August.
Okay.
4712 square feet, 3-bedroom, 5-bath, office, 270-degree views, San Rafael Hills, named architect mid-century. It's amazing.
It's great.
It's amazing.
What's the price now?
We're gonna go out at 4.
4. You
That's mid-century.
suspect it goes up from there, or? Is that
Kind
right?
of gotta see, we just settled on a stager yesterday. We're starting the mold remediation tomorrow. There was a leak in the bathroom.
Sure.
Fixing that, doing some, we'll see what it looks
Is that
like.
is that an aggressive pricing strategy, or?
I think so. It's hard to say. Mandy Moore's house in the same neighborhood just got put on at $6 million and it's smaller, but I don't understand what they're thinking, so.
Maybe more is what they think.
Well, they're not advertising it as Mandy Moore's house. I don't know. The comps put it at around 4. So it's only 3 bedrooms. So even though it's very large, it could be 5, but it is technically only 3. So there's a really nice office with built-ins, with a fireplace and beautiful views. That could definitely be a bedroom, but its bathroom access is not great. And then there's a whole family room with a full bathroom and a sink and near the laundry room. So there's a refrigerator and all that. That could definitely be a guest suite as well. It's on title as 3 bedrooms. So comps are a little hard. Private road, fantastic views, quiet, lizards, snakes, coyotes, deer. Haven't seen bear. Haven't heard about bear.
That usually happens.
Oh,
at
and
your
the
properties.
garden is beautiful. It's all succulents and it's gorgeous.
Excellent. Fully realized.
My 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo is coming soon. They're doing a lot of, just updates on it, paint, like redoing the floors. It's gonna look really nice and bright, and so probably be about the 3rd week of August, just because we're trying to make it, look really good and get staging done and everything. So, it's on Fuller. It's technically Hollywood, but it's really close to the West Hollywood line on the MLS. And they're willing to do seller concession or buyer concessions.
Yeah.
And, with a really good price, they'll be super happy doing that. So we're thinking of coming on, with them doing this work, probably low 7s is where I'll price it at. But it's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, a little over 1,200 square feet.
Excellent.
Oh, and then I had the listing agreement isn't signed yet, but and it'll probably be coming in September. But if anybody is looking in Brentwood, it's down to the studs remodels, so it kind of presents as new construction. The lot's 20,000 square feet, has a pool and a yard, very, very private. It's a flag lot. The house is a little under 3,000 square feet, 5-bedroom, 5-bath, vaulted ceilings, like done. So if you got anybody looking in that area, let me know.
It's a bracket of pricing.
They want to try to sell it off market at 4 or 5. That's where we're going to start.
Is that
area.
Is that an aggressive price, or is that an aspirational price?
Everything in Brentwood is overpriced and then it doesn't sell. So I think it's a very realistic.
Like everybody else.
I think it is a very realistic price as opposed to a silly price that isn't going to sell.
It won't be perceived as reaching.
No.
Sorry. I don't think I went too far. Who else? Anybody else coming soon?
I have a lease over at the Carthay Circle, if anyone's looking. Yeah, well,
smile.
Carthay Circle, it's a single family home, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, I think, and it's about a little shy of 2,400 square feet. Sitting on lot size is about 8,500 square feet. Beautiful house on Warner. And yeah, so it's going to be rolling out at 9,500. They're posted later today. So, and it is vacant. And so if you've got someone looking in Carthay, let me know.
Excellent. Excellent. Wants needs, fill the bucket. Christina has a want.
So I have a client, we're looking in Long Beach, looking for a multifamily, anywhere from a duplex to a fourplex. Owner, so the buyer wants to occupy one of the units. Tricky thing is her budget is 800K. So if there's anything that you guys have that you guys gonna be rolling out, that kind of would be suitable for a young single female to occupy and live in as well.
Two people to talk to.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
a buyer and sells a ton of multifamily in Long Beach.
Cool. And then I've got another buyer. This is probably her fourth property with me. And we just bought something last year, but she's now antsy and she wants to buy something else again. She's looking for a single family home in like the east side, Silver Lake, Highland Park, Echo, like that pocket area, something that's a little secluded. She's
For herself or for
herself, so that, she's gonna move out of the property that I helped her buy previously. Yeah, but she's like an old soul. She's very young, but she's an old soul. She loves craftsmen. She loves things with character, Spanish, Mediterranean style, very, but she's very specific, location specific. In that east pocket, she already is living in Silver Lake. Her income property is over there, you know what I mean? So everything that she buys is in that pocket area. But, if someone's got something that's super, super sweet, it doesn't have to be massive. And her budget's probably about up to 2 million. So, yeah.
Seems like you should get something like that.
Yeah, we looked at something, but it was so ridiculous. There's so much competition there. The bidding war is just absurd. It's just absurd. Everything's closing. I would say at least 7 to 12% above asking, which is just unrealistic. I just can't see. I can't believe that it's still happening in this market. So
we're up 8%.
Year over year.
Well, 7, but yeah, but I get it. But it's not like they priced it under market. They priced it, but they're still getting these numbers.
They're charming over there. It's like crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. It's just so competitive. It's just hard to get in. And they're only in the market, and these listings are only lasting literally like 1 week.
Yeah.
So if you're out of town, you're just screwed.
Well, I just heard a statistic recently that at any given time, 0.5% of the houses are on the market at any given time. 0.5. So your clients.
In LA or?
Yes, in LA. 0.5% of the markets in any particular area are on the market at any given time. That's what your clients have to choose from. We're going to go to the market right then and there, right? Or you have to go out and forage for them.
Well, I'm foraging right here.
All right, let's start.
Let me know.
Charles, sorry.
No, baby, you go.
Two little buckets, one Charlotte Lake. Thank you for helping me out with some friendly questions yesterday. I so appreciated it. And two.
Don't know if it was right.
But
it sounds
authoritative.
I was repeating Rich.
The other one was Pete Bonacore, who did a CMA for me for a trust that I had to go back a couple of years and do a retrospective CMA. And very kindly said, yes, I'll do it.
And he did a great job. I'm sure.
We think it's right.
You believe him.
He has the gravitas that you believe it.
He's the numbers guy, so.
I just want to fill the bucket for Andy, who's helping one of our clients get a very non-traditional loan. Maybe it's traditional to her, but I never heard of it before. He doesn't work, but he inherited a whole bunch of money, but he doesn't want to spend the money, whatever. Andy, you're the bomb. Thank you, Andy.
So get back to you. Come on, Jim.
And I just want to fill the bucket for Rachel. I meant to do this last week. Thank you for, we were discussing something I hadn't done before real estate wise, and I know I did the right thing, but it really helped to have, you make me feel better.
Checks and balances always help.
Thank you.
Yay, I love hearing that. Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Robin. I want to fill the bucket for Christine and Rachel. And also Samantha, who's not here, but they've been super helpful. And taking time off the
Like, I mean, thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
We're happy you're here.
Yes, we are. And
All
Cassandra
right.
and Amy. New people I just met, and Cassandra. I think her name's Amy. Amy, yeah. I'm all excited about it.
Anyone else before I wrap it up? I think we have a design studio, design build studio. Dakota. I got it right this time.
Is that him?
I'm gonna guess that's him.
Dakota!
That's stylish.
Come on, you guys. We have to assume you're brand, appropriate.
Yeah.
So, come on up and talk to everybody. Tell us about.
Tina. Nice to meet everybody. How are you?
Come on. Tell us about yourselves.
We've got sandwiches, we've got magazines
Oh,
that we
all right.
printed. Hi, Sean.
Hi,
Nice to
Sean.
meet you.
Obviously,
You got me at sandwiches. Nice to meet you.
Start with the food.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
You're sitting front and center, huh? This is great. All right.
Great, yeah.
I'm more of a stander, but that's okay.
Yeah, so listen, we'll have this up here. It's great you guys have this too. So Dakota Studio, we're a husband and wife design build studio. We started 5 years ago. We focus our work on residential remodeling, large scale, whole home remodels, partial remodels, additions, ADUs. Tina and I both have backgrounds in the building side of things. Tina came from the fashion world. I'll let her talk to you a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was an executive for many fashion brands in-house and designed all of their retail stores. So really great understanding of functionality, how important that is, and have now translated that into the residential market.
Yeah, and my background came from fabrication. So I was a bench carpenter and a trade carpenter for many years, and then transitioned into owning my own shop. Worked with a lot of contractors in the field and so forth. So we joined forces and we had our daughter 5 years ago. Home and family was really important to us. And the starting of the pandemic was just the perfect opportunity for us to join forces. So we did, and have just been, in the field and making things happen over the last 5 years. We focus primarily in the Northeast LA area and surrounding areas. So we've done work all the way up to Malibu. Not the thing that we really traditionally like to do because it's so far out. But we've worked in the Baldwin Hills, Baldwin Vista area, in and around the Larchmont area, right here off Arden, not too far away. But that's a little bit about who we are. So next thing I'll talk to you guys about is really our pride of process. Within the design build trade industry for a lot of years and continues to be, transparency and visibility leads the way. And with our mantra of pride of process, we really focus on establishing a good understanding of the process and how to convey and communicate that with our clients every step of the way. We do that with a lot of informative tools, but ultimately that means that we are getting people really, really understanding the process and understanding where the investment dollars are flowing. It's really important. I think you guys all understand too, these are big investments, not just the purchase, but also the thought of remodeling or renovating a home is actually a huge established investment for folks. So we look at it through that lens, investment first. You can see up here, we've got single families, ADUs, junior ADUs. People don't know the difference. ADU, freestanding, junior ADU attached to the home. You did? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. New construction and then cabinetry details. We do a lot of customization in our projects. So when it comes to freestanding furniture, built-in structures, you name it, that's my background. I have a really good sense of how to accomplish that. So we work with all sorts of folks. Traditionally, homeowners are really our bread and butter. But we have worked and will work with investors as well as builders to be able to establish projects and bring them along to market. In the service area, you can see there, Northeast LA, Central, South, and also expanding down into Orange County. So we have some really great general contracting partners. We are not general contractors, but we do advise and work with a vetted group of contractors that we've partnered with over the last 3 to 5 years. So we've done that legwork for our clients to ensure and know that who we're bringing to the table is licensed, they're insured, they're bonded, and they're quality, and they understand our process. I think that's the most important, is as we communicate what we do and how we do it to our clients, if a contractor is not on board and doesn't understand that, it might as well just be, a complete separate entity. So we bring them in, we partner with them, they understand, again, our communication style, and really are there to serve us throughout the project, which is fantastic. But the lead communication comes from us. So single point of contact, that's the biggest thing about the design build platform that we really like, is we are, receiving questions, we're providing answers, we're giving updates, And we're finding real solutions for people in and along that process of their investment. These tools here, they're just tools for you guys to know, but these are communication channels. Materio is a platform that we use. I'd love to be able to, maybe if I can, pop it up here so you guys can see how we operate it.
It's a project management tool.
It's a project management tool that we use internally and externally with all our projects.
Is there a click through?
Or maybe just go to our website, we have the video on there, can we?
I don't want to do a video. Maybe I can just show them real quick.
Yeah,
Can I jump on here?
they lose their attention span very quickly.
No worries. Don't lose your attention span.
Just say, what time is it?
Or hop onto Materio on your own time and
Yeah, if anybody's interested, we can kind of show you a little bit, but I think that the power of this platform in particular allows people to have the visibility that we're talking about in the project.
it keeps everything from the project in one resource. So you can do your budget tracking in there. So all your line items are featured on this one platform. All of our communication is in there. So clients aren't going back and forth through a million different emails.
The word I was looking for was transparency.
There's full transparency, yeah. So there's no guessing. All of their selections that they're making along the road are all featured in there, and they can see exactly what those budget or what those selection choices will do to their budget.
Yeah.
So if we have a faucet in there, we'll give them 3 or 4 options, and they can see if they select option 1 versus option 4, what that's going to do to their budget. Does it bring them over or under? So they're really in control of their investment dollars, which is so great with this tool because it really makes it very easy for all of our clients. Any generation has really been able to master this.
Yeah. So that's good. And then internal communications, again, we're doing everything on Google. So it's just really easy, shared platform. Communication, again, is open, 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 and we lead with that as a studio. So that's it. That's who we are. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're gonna hang out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna hang, for sure. We did, yeah. We got some materials. Yeah, for sure.
And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having us. We really appreciate this.
We do.
Yeah, we have a beautiful magazine that we printed. It's a self-published magazine that we just put out on renovation and remodeling. It's all the tips and tricks, how to hire contractors, 5 myths of remodeling, all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Business cards, and we have some wonderful sandwiches, vegetarian as well as some meat options. So they're vegan, not vegetarian. Sorry, vegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.